We are just about completely out of groceries here in our house. Well, we always have an excessive amount of milk and eggs and meat because we keep a freezer full of meat, we have a dairy cow, and we have about 35 chickens. But what I mean is we are out of the things that we purchase from the grocery store. And every once in a while, I love to get really, really low on stuff just to use up some of those things that you purchase a lot of and so you're always throwing in more of. So for example, potatoes, onions, carrots, I'm always buying more to make sure we have plenty. And sometimes I wonder, how long has that one potato in the back been in there? Or particular condiments or frozen fruit. There's always things like that sometimes it's fun just to get really, really low and see what you can come up with. So today I looked in the fridge and we are almost completely out of cheese. We're not out of milk and we're not out of eggs, but we're out of the other stuff. So this is the cheese drawer. I usually keep it really full. Oh, we do have Parmesan. I somehow wanted to make, but I forgot that we had some. I have one thing of Parmesan. I have one log of goat cheese, one tub of mascarpone, a little bit of, I believe this is a feta cheese, and then a little bit here of some, I believe this is pepper jack. So this is actually really quite low for us for cheese. I have a few stray potatoes, I had a cabbage, some garlic, and then I did my weekly bread making with the dough, and so I have bread to go along with whatever. And this is what is essentially in this drawer, which is normally filled with various root vegetables. And then we have some LaCroix in here. So before I restock the potatoes and the carrots and the onions, I want to use them up. I also have in the freezer a few bags of chicken bones I've been saving. So my daughter and I discussed it and we think it'd be a good idea to make some potato soup. So this is gonna be tomorrow. We actually already have a dinner going right now. This is gonna be for tomorrow. I'm not gonna order groceries today. I'm not gonna go to the grocery store. And so I'm thinking through what can we have tomorrow even though we're out of a lot of things that we normally buy. So I'm gonna get these bones going here in my Dutch oven with some water, and then I'm just gonna let them simmer all the way until tomorrow. For tonight's dinner, we had some leftover sourdough bread. We had a pound of ground beef thawed out, herbs from the garden, which we always have, and a little bit more of that pepper jack cheese, and tons of eggs and milk like always. So we're gonna be making a sourdough strata with fresh herbs from the garden. During the summer, with the garden being in season, all of the herbs, soon to be tomatoes, zucchini. Joanna, we probably have a zucchini or two out there that you should go collect. And then of course, the eggs and the milk are abundant, and then the meat in the freezer. There really are so many things that you can make from staples like that. And then also, I keep whole wheat berries that I can make in my mock mill here to make bread. I also usually have a lot of all-purpose flour as well. Whenever I buy it, I just buy a whole lot. So that way I'm not constantly going to the grocery store for all of those very basic staple things that you can really make a wide variety of meals from. This morning I'm gonna make my potato soup. Have some yogurt here, so I'm gonna put it through some cheesecloth and use it as like a Greek yogurt for sour cream since we're out of sour cream. Gather the rest of these potatoes. Even a sweet potato is gonna make its way in as well, just using what I have. I'm gathering stuff here for my soup, and you can see we're out of onions, which it's dire whenever you're out of onions, but I still want to not get groceries for a while. So I'm just gonna add in some extra garlic. That'll be something to replace that flavor. Then I also have a bag with just a few little carrots. So I'm gonna throw that in the soup. And then once that's all done, I don't know, what do you think about throwing cabbage in the soup, in the potato soup, Johanna? Maybe we'll just ferment this instead. Once we get everything out of here, I'm gonna clean this drawer. This is the beauty of really emptying out your stock every once in a while. Mommy's gonna get some butter in with these potatoes and carrots.
Don't cook.
Why don't cook?
I didn't know that, Mom.
Butter in here. Oh, we need to get some parsley from the garden too. I'm gonna strain off some broth that's in this one. This one's been going for more than 24 hours. And I'll just let it keep going. I'm just gonna leave it back here and keep adding bones for a little while. So first I sauteed all my vegetables, and now I'm just gonna throw some broth into this. This needs a lot of salt. All the potatoes.
Oh, Mom.
Homemade broth needs so much salt to be good. I do believe we do have some parsley. Yeah, it's over here. It's kind of looking a little rough, actually.
That's parsley?
Yeah, look, look. See that? It's a match. The last one on my list is going to be pizza. Pizza is something that, with the things that we keep in stock, so sourdough starter, lots of it. I always have my gallon jar mostly full, so that way at any time I can make a quick pizza by preheating some cast iron skillets in my oven and then adding sourdough starter, a little olive oil, salt, that makes a nice crust. And then we are out of cheese. However, we have a dairy cow, and so we have so much milk, and mozzarella is really easy to make. I actually just made 2 little, I don't know if you want to call it blocks or balls of mozzarella cheese. I'm about to make 1 more, and then I'm going to make a pizza from that. So essentially what the process looks like is adding about 1.5 teaspoons of citric acid to fresh milk, getting it to about 100 to 105 degrees, and then adding in rennet. So I have an animal rennet. I add in 1/4 teaspoon of that. I stir that in and then put the lid on and let it all set up into curds. Then I just separate the curds from the whey, stretch it, add some salt. Then I stretch it a bit more by adding it back to hot water, stretching it, and kind of repeating that process, getting all the way out, making it nice and stretchy. and in less than a half hour, of course, not all active time. So while I'm doing a lot of other things around the kitchen, I can turn our fresh milk into mozzarella cheese. So by having a lot of milk and sourdough starter, I can make a quick meal very easily. Now, another way to add some protein to that with another thing that we keep in abundance is by adding a few fried eggs to it, and that makes it more of a breakfast pizza or just an added protein pizza. You can have it anytime, but I like to do the crust, a little cheese, some fried eggs. If you have bacon, that works. I don't, but herbs really dress it up to make it more delicious. I hope that you enjoyed this video. The point of it was to share with you the kind of staples that you can keep on hand and the meals you can make from them, even if you haven't been to the grocery store in a really long time. So even when it's been a few weeks since we've been to the grocery store and there's some ingredients that would make the meals better and more delicious, there is always something that I can make with the staples that we keep on hand. And it's really nice having a little arsenal of those so that even whenever you're running low, you need to get to the grocery store, but maybe you can't make it, or you just want to deplete some of the items that you don't buy that frequently, there's always something simple to reach for and make that will keep you from going out to eat or getting takeout. Simple, wholesome meals usually can be made from your staples. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are brand new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe. I make new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by our farmhouse.